Hello beach friends, today we're going to take a closer look at a live urchin. We're going to find an albino lightning whelk. We're going to find some scallops, tulips, murex, whole bunch of good stuff. Welcome to another SWF Beach Life video. If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe and that notification bell so you'll know when I drop a new video. Today we're going to South Fort Myers Beach, and this is essentially Fort Myers Beach on the very south end of the island. It is turtle nesting season, so I always like to see these little signs that are up and around warning you. Here we have a sunray Venus with a whole bunch of barnacles on the back. I like these guys. I'm starting to get more, they're growing on me, those sunray Venus. Here we have a scallop and another sunray Venus. I like because they're all different colors. Sometimes they're purplish, sometimes they're like a tannish. Here we have some coquinas. Look how pretty, a little striped guy, but those are alive little baby clams, so we're going to leave those alone. We're going to take a closer look at those a little bit later in the video too. Here we have a calico scallop. Can always depend on these guys. Look at that guy. Pretty tangerine, right? Yeah, I thought he was cool. Social distancing in effect. We have a little cardita and a little kitten paw. And that's a Florida prickly cockle, but it's kind of lost all its color and whatnot. And it had been stormy the night before, so not surprised to find little piles. Here's another cardita and another scallop. So it was a nice day. It was threatening to rain later in the day, which it actually did, but for the morning it was nice. It had rained the night before, so again I think it had churned up a bunch of stuff. Think that is a docina of some point. I was more interested in that hole that was kind of drilled into it, whether that be a moon snail or maybe a murex or something. There's another scallop. I found some really cool scallops, so we'll get to that. There's a spiny jewel box. I like those pointy guys. And this guy, I think that's another docina. It was attached and tons of barnacles. Kind of neat. Didn't keep it. Just wanted to kind of show you some of the cool stuff that washed up. We have gray. Look at gray and pink scallop. That's sea glass, which is basically garbage. So I'll make sure I pick that up so nobody else steps on it. Here's an olive. It's a fine looking guy. And we have a dark scallop. A black gray. Piece of a sand dollar. I was kind of hoping I'd find a whole one. Kind of pretty. This guy was kind of neat. It's like blue and red and I like all those different interesting colors. So there's definitely shells there. You kind of had to pick through. It was kind of a combination. Look at this guy. It's a purplish tagless. Never really seen or paid attention to one of those. I thought that was kind of neat. Here we have another calico scallop. That was probably a washed out sunray Venus. Another dark scallop. So today was kind of a combination of finding stuff on the beach and kind of picking through the surf. Here, a piece of a tulip. Would have been nice. And we're going to keep that guy because one of these days in the near future I'm going to clean my shells with acid, so I am interested in what will happen to the stuff that's stuck on it. There's another definitely a little tan sunray Venus. So there's definitely stuff in there. Not a bumper shelling day, but it was starting to pick up a little bit. All right, we got a little orange jingle. A piece of a crown conch. I thought that was kind of neat. Very old. Now there's a jingle, but just an old broken shell, kind of gray. An ibis. So, pick through here for a minute. Got another scallop, another cardita. A jewel box. Kitten paw. So the usual, you know, for the most part. More scallop. Look at this guy. I thought it looked neat because it actually looked like it was in the shape of a heart. So I kept that. And calico clam. Kind of cool. That to me looked like, actually, wouldn't that be cool if that was an olive? But that's another sunray Venus. So picked through those piles and found this. I think that is a part of a Florida fighting conch. That's just a piece of it. I thought that was kind of neat, so I kept that. Oh, pink pretty scallop. Ah, that guy's really cool. What am I trying to show you? And another one. Oh, those are pretty. Look how orange this is. It's broken. It's most of the shell. You can kind of see there that it's broken, but I didn't care. It was so orange. I thought that was cool. So I'm keeping it. There we go. That's a entire crown conch. That'll look pretty cool when I dip that in the acid. So it's got a little drill hole, but that's a keeper. There we go. Starting to find those Florida fighting conch. He's broken, but I don't care. It's still kind of pretty on that side, so I'm going to keep it. And another one. Now look at this guy. He's got like a big old chip out of it. That's neat. Again, most of these, because I'm going to be dipping them in the acid, I'm interested in, I've never done it before, so I'm interested to see how that's going to turn out. That's kind of a cool scallop. And another one. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that. It's like a big old chunk, like a layer came off. It's white underneath. Go figure. I'm not going to keep it, but it was kind of neat. I can't resist those guys. I'm a sucker for those Florida fighting conch. And found a whole bunch of them. I'll show you a shot where they're just kind of rolling around in the surf. It's really kind of neat. Oh, they're orange and they're brown and they're just so pretty. Look at that guy. I think that's actually part of a zigzag shell. That's the convex part of it. But look at how bulbous it is. I thought that was neat. Ugh, garbage. So we'll take that off the beach. There we go. There's a turtle nest. It's all marked off. It's always good to see the further away that is from the shoreline, the better. It's kind of sad when you see them because don't want the water to get in there and erode anything away. There's a turkey wing. Kind of cool. There's a juvenile conch of sorts. It's a little busted up, but still like the pattern, the color on him. So probably keep him. Shark eye. We actually end up finding quite a few of these today. He's a little broken, but that's okay. Yay! Apple Murex. I love those guys. Those supposedly come out real good once you dip them too, so we shall see. What do we got here? Oh man. That would have been giant, huh? I'm keeping it. That to me looks like it was probably the inside of a crown conch. I don't know, kind of liked it, so I'm going to keep it. There's another, most of a shark eye. Look at that. Not only is that an awesome spiny jewel box, it's both sides of it, which is kind of cool. And we have another shark eye. He's in good shape. All right, little pits, but that's okay. Look at this, another one just sitting there. I love that. I think that's my favorite type of shelling, when you're just kind of walking along and picking stuff up off the beach. That one's neat. Dark yet orange. Now the conchs we've hit conch beach. They definitely were around. A broken piece of scallop. I love that. The shells on the tree. And here we have an auger, a pear whelk, and a look at that shark eye. That was a big one. Most of it. Some of it, keeping it anyway. I want to show you guys this. You guys ever hear of a sea grape? Well, we have these all over the beach down here, and that is what a sea grape looks like. Actually looks like a little bunch of grapes. Kind of neat. I love taking pictures of them. Look at that! Pear whelk. Cool. Decent size. Empty. There's another crown conch. That one's in fabulous shape. Another turkey wing. Now here we have a short-spined urchin. Let's take a close. He's alive. You can see him moving around. He's harmless. He will not. You don't want to step on him for sure, but not going to hurt you. Just be real gentle. It is an animal. It is alive. That's the underside. That's where he'll eat with it. That's his little mouth in there. See him moving around? Isn't that cool? They cover themselves. Those spines are like tubular, and they will cover themselves with shells, which is kind of neat. And if some sort of shadow kind of goes over them, they will point all their spines at that shadow. So it is a defense mechanism, but they are harmless. Be kind to them if they're alive. There's another shark eye. And a Florida fighting conch. Woohoo! Here we have, that is a sand dollar. These are 5-hold, key-hold sand dollar, to be exact. I'm going to bleach him when I get home. Here's some more Florida fighting conch. Can't resist. Hardy little fellas. So they were, once we got south, the more south we walked, the more shells we started finding. And these guys were all over the place, which is just fun, you know. I had to restrain myself. I did get some. I didn't pick up every single one. You see a pen shell there. But it was fun. Once more of those shells kind of started popping up on the beach, it definitely was a little more fun. And oh, look at how brown that guy is. Pretty, right? Not going to keep him. It's got stuff on the other side. That's a piece of a lightning whelk. That was, let's see what we got here. Yep. Most of a lightning whelk, but he's got a big old chunk missing. So maybe somebody else wants that. Angel wing. Cool. And that's most, that would have been big, but that is most of a pear whelk. Bummer. Ah, that would have been great. I don't see them that big usually. And hagstone. Some people love them, some people hate them. I think they're neat. I just like that one because I like when the hole is like real big in comparison to the rest of the rock. I just think it's kind of neat. And there is most of a shark eye. Can't wait to dip them. And more beach stuff. Looks like there was a bunch of those conch. I'm good. I'm not picking up all of them. Sometimes there'll be one I can't resist though. Yeah. Like that one. I want a nutmeg. Yay. So it was kind of fun. You could just stand here and just pick the shells out of the water. Most of these are the fighting conch. I didn't find anything else, although I was hoping for it, but that's mostly what was in there rolling around. So that was kind of fun. Found this guy. I like the stripes on this one. Just the coloring. He's neat. That guy. Oh, he's a big fatty. Yep, hopefully he'll clean up real nice too. So that was so much more fun when there's just stuff all over. I just go in for a closer look and I can't help it. Here's another one. Oh yeah. Gotta take him for sure. Shark eye. Wow, cool. good size. Not broken. Cool. Look at this guy. He's fun. Oh, husband found some lightning whelk and an olive. And an urchin. He had expired. He was safe to take home. So my husband cleaned him up and I will bleach him along with some sand dollars. Not like this. This guy is not even close to being something you'd want to take home. But let's see. Okay, he does look like he's dead. But still, just for me personally, when there's still all those little hairs and stuff, I don't take them. They're really, really hard to clean up. So leave that there for the beach to beat up a little bit more. See, that I would take. Or that I did take, because I can bleach that and incorporate that into some sort of project. Neat. Oh, that's a real pretty one. Love anything orange. Look at those. Okay, so I showed you in the beginning of the video those coquinas, and they're all over those little clams. So just as a side note, if you see these guys, don't take them. They are alive. Look at them. Look at them burying them in the sand. They're just neat. Here's another grayish, blackish scallop. Kind of cool. Look! Tulip just sitting there. Banded tulip. Woohoo! Not huge, but great shape. That's a good find. Look at those more swell scallops. Check this guy out. Aw. Guys, if anyone knows what kind of scallop that is, I would love to know. Definitely keeping it. I thought it was gorgeous, and I'm hoping that that stuff will come off when I'm going to dip that in acid, so we shall see. Very happy with that. Oh, Murex. Apple Murex. Hey, buddy. So this was kind of cool. So we're all the way down at the south end. Well, almost all the way down at the south end. And they have a big area kind of cornered off that you're not allowed to go into to allow birds to breed. And it's real neat. You see the photographers there with their giant cameras just kind of checking out the birds, which was very cool. We have some more whelks. Piece of an apple murex. There's an olive. So good stuff. A little pink scallop. And so across the way there, that's Lover's Key. And people were out this morning, get their time in before it rained. You got your boaters, your jet skiers, just people out on the water. Good times. I'm going to guess at this point it's probably close to 11 o'clock in the morning or so. So headed back, we found this juvenile fighting conch. Cool. Found some more scallops and another fighting conch. Here we have a sand dollar. This guy's probably alive. Oh yeah, totally alive. See him moving around. So it's a critter. You do not bring that home. He has to stay. Aren't they pretty though? So, but if come July, I was down here one July, and the dead one, well, actually live and dead, were everywhere. So I'm very excited for that time of year to come, so I can kind of stock up on my sand dollars. But this guy is still alive, so he's got to stay here. Now that guy's fine to take home. He's big too, right? So I'll bleach him. He's completely smooth and completely dead, so that is fine to take home. And this guy, if it was a little more intact, I'm going to leave that for somebody else, but that is also totally fine to bring home, totally dead. So just leave that for somebody else. Look! That is an albino lightning whelk. This is the second, actually this is the third one I've ever found. I found one last weekend too. How awesome is that? I just thought that's really cool. And a little very pretty apple murex. Look at that. That is a busted shell that will trick you. That's what that is. Looks great from there, right? And take a look at the side. Not so much. There's another parawhelk. He's in great shape. And a tulip. Most of it. It is a little busted on the side there, but that's okay. Great size. I'll probably try to polish him up a little bit. Some mineral oil. And we got another piece of a shark eye. Most of a shark eye. So as we were leaving, it definitely got a little bit brighter out. It was a real pretty day. But we took off, and this is my haul for the day. My camera did die, so there is some stuff in here like that operculum right there. That's the first one I've ever found. I am super psyched about that. Never found one before. What else did I find that I didn't get to show you guys? I think you saw most of those scallops. There's one with the schmutz on it. I'll get that off. Some whelks, including the albino, the turkey wings, and the crown conch, the tulips. Here we got the spiny jewel box, those apple murex, and of course all those Florida fighting conch that I cannot resist. A bunch of moon snails and that urchin. So it was a great day. Pretty cool haul. I can't wait to dip my stuff, see what that acid does to my shells. Well, beach friends, that concludes our beach walk. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Please drop me a comment. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you again next week.